Hey guys, what's going on? This is Colby Patno from TrueToTheTriton.com and the Control the Zone podcast. And on this week's video, we're going to break down the start of Mariners rookie sensation Kyle Lewis. But before we do, please go ahead and slap a like on the video if you haven't already, and subscribe so you don't miss any future content. You can also support us by becoming a patron on our Patreon for just $3 a month, or by checking out our merch store. Link will be in the description down below. When the Seattle Mariners selected Kyle Lewis with the 11th pick of the 2016 MLB draft, it was widely considered that Dipoto and his crew had hit a huge home run with their first selection in Seattle. The Golden Spikes Award winner from Mercer College, Lewis earned comparisons to Adam Jones and Justin Upton with his plus raw power, an above-average bat, and a decent chance to stick in center field. And Lewis appeared to be on the fast track to the big leagues, but a freak accident and a home plate collision required a total reconstruction of his knee, and it took nearly 2 full seasons just to get Lewis back to playing every day. After playing an entire regular season with the Double-A club in Arkansas, Seattle called up Lewis after his first full season of minor league baseball, and he flashed hard in September, bashing 6 home runs in his first 10 games. But Lewis's contact issues were too much to overcome, and he had some serious defensive miscues, which led to some questions about whether Lewis would, or even should, be on the opening day roster. Then the COVID pandemic struck, and Lewis went back home to Georgia with a mission to stay in shape. But Lewis would actually do better than that, and he returned to summer camp, wowing both teammates and the coaching staff with his physique and new approach. He was a star of the inter-squad season, but more importantly, he has carried it into the regular season. As of today, Lewis is currently hitting .373, .440, .567 with 4 home runs and 75 plate appearances. That's good for a .189 WRC plus and a 1.1 fWAR. The question before us is how much of what we are seeing is actually real. Now, the detractors of Lewis's hot start will point to his absurdly high BABIP as the reason it is totally unsustainable, and to be fair, they're partially right. Lewis's current .512 BABIP is certainly not sustainable, but it actually doesn't need to be that sustainable for Lewis to continue to hit for a good average. If you look at Lewis's XBA, or expected batting average, which is based on the exit velocity and location of every batted ball, Lewis is expected to be hitting .294. In fact, when you can compare Lewis's actual line with his expected line, you'll see some pretty remarkable similarities considering the high BABIP. So the BABIP people are partially right. As with any hitter, luck is going to play a role in your overall success, especially in a sample size as small as 60 games. But the reason for optimism go beyond BABIP and XBA. The real reason for optimism is in the quality of the at-bats from Lewis. In the same number of plate appearances as last season, Lewis struck out 38.7% of the time. This year, that number is down to 29.3%. In addition, Lewis isn't chasing as many pitches as he was last season, dropping his chase percentage from 33.7 to 22.8, well below league average. In layman's terms, Lewis is making better swing decisions. He's swinging at fewer pitches, and he's driving up his odds to become more than an all-or-nothing power bat some of us feared he could become. Lewis still has plenty of power, as evident by his 410-foot home run against Texas last night, but he appears to become a better all-around hitter. Yeah, Lewis will need to start turning on the pitches on the inside half and improve his hard hit percentage and barrel rate to hit anywhere near 300, but he's walking more, swinging at fewer bad pitches, and he has a better game plan at the plate than he did in 2020. That, combined with his natural tools, could make Kyle Lewis the Mariners' version of George Springer going forward. Lewis has been getting a lot of time in center field in 2020. In fact, it's the only position he's played. And while he hasn't been spectacular, he has certainly made his fair share of good quality plays and looks to be fringe average at the position thanks to good routes and solid fundamentals. While Kyle Lewis likely isn't going to be a 300 hitter in his career, there is nothing wrong with an expectation that Kyle Lewis is going to hit 260, 340, 500 going forward, and appears to be a potential all-star. Baseball is starting to take notice of the Mariners' bright young outfielder, as Lewis is in the heart of the American League Rookie of the Year chase. That's going to do it for us on this week's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Again, make sure you slap a like if you haven't already. Subscribe so you don't miss any awesome content in the future. And make sure you check out the links down below to become a patron, to check out our awesome merch store, or to head to truetothetrident.com for all your latest Mariners news, rumors, and updates. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. See ya.